Energy storage is important for sustainable economic development because now we have the problem of CO2 emission, global warming, and to stop that, we need to switch to renewable energy sources. But to use renewable energy sources effectively, we have to find a way to store them because the sun doesn't shine all the time and we don't have the wind available all the time. So we need to be able to store them in an efficient way so that we can also use them when they are not available.
FAIR is a term which is common use for research products. It's an acronym standing for findable, accessible, interoperable, and reproducible.
So my ambition for the FAIR battery project is that in a few years from now, we have been able to create an open access battery that can locally be installed and maintained in one of the low-income countries that I tend to think a lot about. So think about a clinic in rural Sierra Leone, or think about a local farmer community in rural Nigeria.
In this FAIR battery project, I'm interested in learning about the real-world hurdles for deployment of large-scale energy storage systems. For example, such as flow batteries. How can we deploy flow batteries in Africa? Answering these questions and having this knowledge would actually inform the work in my lab to be able to find materials and reactors that are cost-effective.
My work focuses on how people in remote areas of the global south adopt and adapt new technologies like solar power systems in their day-to-day lives.
In this FAIR battery project, my interest is on better understanding the fundamentals of the transport phenomenon in order to not only improve our energy storage system, but also to bring down the cost.
Yeah, the greatest challenge which I think is for this objective, first of all, is to make these batteries, which are still not very economically accessible, cheap enough to be useful for the communities that have to use them. And second, to create the education material connected to it accessible enough that also communities which do not have the level of education as we know in our university and academic environments can maintain these batteries.
So what I expect from the FAIR battery project, that in the time span of 2 years, they will be able to have a prototype ready, have it installed, but that we also have engaged and worked with a local user community that can take ownership as well as maintain a battery like this so that it can provide benefits for the community throughout.
So my name is Peter Ngene. I'm an assistant professor at the Materials Chemistry and Catalysis Group at Utrecht University. My work is focused on developing new materials that we can use to store renewable energy so that we can have them also when they are not available.
My name is Anthony Forner Cuenca, and I am an assistant professor of chemical engineering at Eindhoven University of Technology.
My name is Sanli Fayez, and I'm assistant professor of physics at Utrecht University, and I'm very interested in open hardware and open science in general.
I'm Maarten Voors. I'm a development economist from Wageningen University, and my work centers around the questions of poverty, sustainability, poverty reductions, and how to get there.
My name is Stephanie Hobbes, and I'm an anthropologist and assistant professor with the Sociology of Development and Change group at Wageningen University.
My name is Yali Tang. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Eindhoven University of Technology.